What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored Podcast. I'm here with my man, Alan Miss Prime, a.k.a. Hash. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connect, Nolan Hash, the beast from the east with the least research. As always, smash the like button, hit the bell, subscribe, like, smash. Do it. Thank you. Everything we do is at uncensoredalliance.com. Twitter, AEW Uncensored, at AEW Uncensored, one word. Email, AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, questions, comments, statements, want it on the air, off the air. Make sure you put that in the fucking email so, if you want it private, we don't read it on air. Facebook, we have a page and a group, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Put it in the search bar, like the page, join the group. As always, what?
Picked up and Simon was saying no audio.
No audio. Oh no!
Sorry to interrupt.
I think that they might be when we were muted and laughing and talking. I think we duped them.
Oh.
I think we duped them. Unless they're saying no audio.
They're
now.
saying it right now.
Do you guys hear audio? Yeah, but this is a little delayed. Don't forget.
Oh, freaking Simon! Only messing. I have audio.
Yeah, no. We caught them out there. They're playing with the audio shit, but we caught them out there. They thought we were fucked up. So, all right. As always, you can get the podcast on all third-party applications for podcasting. We are on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart and iTunes. Please on iTunes, rate us, review us, help us out. If you listen to us and you're on Apple or you even have iTunes, I don't fucking have Apple anymore. I still have an iTunes account. Please review us. And if you're listening to this video right now live, if you're watching live, please hit the fucking like button right now. Don't waste time. Hit the like button. That's it. We broke our likes last week. Let's beat it this week. I know this sounds weak, but we don't do a lot of live streams. We got 16 likes last week. Let's get 17.
Yeah, man.
All right? Or more. Let's get 40. Fuck it. I know we don't have a lot of people that hang with us live. I know it's a little harder to hang live. But, as always, real quick, hit us on Skype. Link in the description of the podcast, audio version, and the YouTube description. So hit us there. This way you could join the show if you want, as a call-in. This is why I don't want to can something, because I just completely fucked up. I had something in my head and I lost it. But please like, share, subscribe.
Short and sweet, to the point.
Yeah. I really wish I remember what I was going to say. It literally out the fuck. Oh, it's real simple. Follow us every Sunday, 3:05 Eastern U.S. time on YouTube. Hit the bell. You'll know when we're on. And you could join us live. Listen to us live. Interact with us live. Maybe join the HWO, or you could join the Uncensored crew and help us battle them. I mean,
it is a civil war that is raging.
We could use a little help. These guys used to be our friends. Now they are our mortal enemies. But real quick, in the chat, shout out John Lupinoff. Glad you're listening, brother. I know you listen a lot and can't chat, so thank you for that as always. Big Dub and Simon, I think we fucking scooped them. They fucking got done dirty. We had the mute on while we were a little laughing about a little something behind the scenes here, and
thank God
we dropped the splash page and gave them a little something to look at. And, okay, and then they want to try to act like, oh no, we were just messing with you. No, we got you, bro. We got you. HWO's going down. We got to fucking get you somehow. Big Dub says, but you're not an anchor. I have no fucking clue why he said that. We're past that. And Simon says, likes issued this week. Big Dub, HWO for life. Simon parrots HWO for life. We got no shake and bake in the comments right now. Wonder if they'll pop in. Maybe one of you guys should send Big Jimmy a fucking message on Facebook.
I'm gonna send him something.
I don't know about Kenny. I don't know if I'm on. I don't see Kenny on Facebook. I don't think we're linked up on Facebook. But shout out to George out in Australia, brother. I know you're just waking up, wiping that sweat out your eyes. So shout out to you. Haven't heard from you in a little bit, but just want to say what's up. So, all right, bro. Let's get the fucking going. You start us off with the miscellaneous. I really don't have miscellaneous. What I do have, you're going to talk about anyway. So let's rock.
Well, the first thing, I mean, this is not really surprising news, is that unfortunately, Anna Jay is hurt.
Dun, dun, dun.
She hurt her shoulder training.
Rookie of the year.
Right? Just like that.
For what the fuck is Wrestling Observer?
Wrestling Observer, that's right. But
research.
But yeah, she it's a big blow to all that ass.
ATA is down a member.
Now it's just half an ass. But
half-assed.
Half-assed. There you go. Half-assed. But yeah, it sucks because it sounds like she did it in training, and she's going to be out for 6 to 12 months, which sucks.
That's rough.
That is
yeah, that's rough.
That's really rough. And obviously she wasn't able to go into the tournament. It would have been really interesting to see her go at it with Dr. Good God, what's her name? Britt Baker.
Yo,
called her Dr. D.
Yes. Yes. This is why you got to talk more, because look at this. Now I don't feel so fucking bad. I literally just fucking like blah, blah, out of my head
Dr.
earlier.
Dr. D, Britt Baker. But that was a shame because I really was looking forward to seeing that. But wishing her the best. Hopefully she'll maintain an on-screen role. You can still have her coming out. When Tai comes out, you can still have her doing things in the back. So hopefully they'll still at least have her on air.
I'm sure they'll keep her on air. I mean, listen, ATA needs to be on air.
So, the other thing is obviously the big news of the week. This kind of took everybody by surprise. Yeah, it's the big show with AEW.
Oh, it's the big show! The big show!
That was pretty accurate, actually.
Was it? All right, cool.
So this is one of the things we were talking about offline. I got a lot of thoughts on this. I mean, I like the idea of having him there in the back to mentor people. I think that is a great thing. I think that, outside of any work he could do in the ring, that is something that he'd be very valuable at. I think the idea of having him in the ring at all is one of the biggest freaking mistakes that, Tony Khan could ever do. It's way too WWE to bring someone like that in to be in the ring. It's something that obviously now the timing makes sense. Bill and I were talking about this off air where, we were wondering last week, why is Cody and Shaq, why is that tag team match not going to be in the pay-per-view? Well, now we know why it's not going to be in the pay-per-view, because they're going to...
Probably because they're going to speed it up to Paul White versus Shaq.
Yep. Which will be about as entertaining as watching two nuts battling in a sack. I don't know. It's...
That's a scary proposition in the summertime, bro.
Two sweaty nuts battling in a sack.
Yeah, I know you tried to grab an analogy there, and you fucking failed. You grabbed like the worst analogy you could. I know, spur of the moment. I get it.
Related, but for some reason this time around, well, I could say nuts.
This was male reproductive organ fucking related. I don't know. I don't know why.
I might have had it in my head what we were talking about before we went on the air. That just
that's true. That's true.
But
some chin nuts, some walnuts. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That was pretty much like you were saying. We kind of were curious why the fuck they would put Shaq on a Dynamite, and I think maybe they had this planned out for a while, and maybe this is obvious now that they're going to use Paul White to interfere somehow and get that whole Shaq thing. Maybe not the match this weekend, but maybe the match this weekend. Who the fuck knows? Maybe they've had this lined up for a while now.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm never gonna say anything bad about his wrestling mind. He's obviously been in the business for a very long time. Again, he's a valuable person to have in the back for the purposes of training. Obviously, a lot of people here are still green. They could use a lot of work on their mic. They could use a lot of work on in the ring. But to have him in there creatively as an actual wrestler is just a huge mistake.
Here's the thing. I didn't read initially. I didn't read the thing until you said that when I sent you the pictures of the press release, and you're like, yeah, not just commentary, it's also wrestling. So then I read, I was like, ah, crap, because I kind of just copied it real quick and pasted it over to you. And let me listen. I've never been we talked about it just before the show. Never been a Giant fan. You know what? I'm going to clip that part of our conversation from before we started the show, and I'm going to put it out, and you'll kind of get maybe a possible reason why it just never clicked with me, besides the fact that I just don't like fucking giants. I don't like huge guys that can't move, like I don't you don't have to be dynamic, but I also don't like just plotting fucking 3-move guys or guys that are, indestructible, that type of shit. So, I just never, even as a kid, never really gave a fuck about it. But I think maybe I'll clip what we talked about before the show, a little bit of that.
That's great. Yeah, it was a good conversation.
I'll clip and maybe I'll put it on. Maybe I'll put it on the YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just, to me, either way, if they were just gonna put, Jesus Christ, if they were just gonna put him as an announcer and maybe have a role backstage, I'm cool with that. People, I don't even want to talk. You know what they're saying in the chat already. You don't like Big Show, but you love Sting. He should be. Exactly, because number one, Sting's my number one fucking all time. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Of course, I'm gonna want to see him keep wrestling. Do I think he can go out there and put on a Sting 92-esque 1988 match? No. Can he still go out there and do some stuff and make me excited? Of course he can. But, the Big Show just never fucking did it for me. The Giant. I just never did it for me. So I don't care to see him at all.
Yeah.
Even if he is younger than Sting.
Yeah.
He still probably does less than Sting could do now.
Oh, easily. And again, something that we talked about is that, it's funny that you were never a fan of him in WCW. He got even worse when he was in WWE.
Yeah, you were saying that. Right.
He was awful. Yeah. I mean, he was actually, the very first appearance that he had was actually kind of imposing. He had his first appearance where he showed up in the middle of a steel cage match. And he ended up throwing Austin out of the cage, he slammed against the cage and the cage door opened, and that's how Austin won the match. It was actually a bit creative and pretty, very imposing. But then soon after that, he just turned into a joke, and he was a joke for 15 years there, 20 years there. And so, yeah, the last thing I want to see is him in the ring. It's again, Tony Khan, unfortunately, this is a WWE move. And we've been saying this the last few weeks, that it's feeling more and more like this product is becoming less and less distinctive from WWE, which is a problem, because that's the whole reason you came back into this. That's the whole reason that I was actually interested in coming back into this with you, mostly to see things from your perspective, because the fact that, I've only been watching WWE my whole life. I did watch WCW when the NWO came in. I was, keeping apprised of them. But the kind of product WWE has been for the last 20 years, that's something that AEW, unfortunately, is enveloping more and more into their repertoire. And this move is indicative of that. And that makes me nervous. Yeah. So
real quick, I'm sorry to cut in. You're having a good conversation here, but I got to do this for Jimmy. All right, I'm gonna meme style the capital lowercase. So ready, Jimmy? Watch the screen. I'm a dumb Sting mark. That's the Homer. That's the Homer right there. I'm giving you the uppercase, lowercase, fucking spell out the words. Homer meme. I just gave it to you. I'm a dumb Sting mark. Yeah, I gave it to you, bro. There you go. You happy? You happy? I guarantee he screenshots that and puts it as wallpaper. So why don't you just make the fucking meme? Homer Simpson doing the uppercase, lowercase meme with I'm a dumb sting mark. Just do it. And I'll put it on the show. I will put it in my profile on Facebook. I will put it on the page in the group. Just do it. Just do it. But you're not going to take the effort to do it, Jimmy. You're not.
He's calling you out, Jimmy.
I'm going to get canceled for that because I realized that as I was doing it, I mean, I kind of knew it was in a certain inflection, and I didn't really, you kind of know it's an inflection, but until you verbally do the uppercase, lowercase, and the Homer Simpson look, you don't really realize, like, you're not thinking that way. Okay, I'm canceled.
I didn't realize it until I just saw it live, and I cringed a little bit, going, "Oh yeah, we're fucked now."
But then you think about it, you go, "Oh yeah, Homer's look when you get that image of Homer, and you go, oh yeah, the only way to really say it is how he says it, and okay." Anyway, I don't give a fuck about being canceled. What are they gonna cancel me from? This show? Well, we get fucking 16 likes, goddammit. Yeah, if you're listening, hit the fucking like button right now. If you're watching us, hit the fucking like button. Don't waste time. Hit the button right now.
No reason
Let me
not
see.
to.
I'm watching this. Hold on.
Let's refresh it. Let's see. Where are we at?
Let's see. 4 fucking likes? I know we got more than 4 people in here
5.
right now. I'm seeing 4, and I'm on the fucking stream.
That's weird. Okay, I'm seeing 5. Huh.
Okay. Well, you've told me we have 20, and I look and we got 3. So, all right. One of us is fucked up.
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm not seeing the likes go up. Hit the fucking like button right now. Just if you're watching this shit, hit the like button. Pause it and hit the like button, or just hit the fucking like button. I don't give a fuck. Just do something. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's get to the chat here real quick, man. Before we move on, did you have any more on the Giant Paul White Big Show?
I think, like you said, I like your idea of posting the clip of what we talked about earlier. That really encapsulated most of our thoughts on it. So yeah, I think it'll be good for people to hear that.
Wait. Okay, so somebody said Shaq will. Big Dub says Shaq will not be at Revolution. Shaq has NBA on TNT duties for the All-Star game on Sunday. Do some research, pal. As the Iron Sheik says, do some research, otherwise go fuck yourself. So that sounds good and all, Big Dub, but I have a feeling they would accommodate Shaq at an off-site location to do his duties for the All-Star game. Or even just not have him there for the All-Star game because it's a fucking All-Star game, which is a glorified fucking, do whatever the fuck you want and score 1 million points game. So, okay, maybe you say, well, the All-Star game is Sunday. There's no way he could do it, but I think there's a way he could do it. He's going to be out there for 15, 20 minutes, and I'm sure they can work it out, especially with how everything currently is being done from home. 99% of the shows that are out there.
Yeah.
So that have to do with talk, So, anyway. So, there, pal. And he's probably right. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. There's a possibility, man. What else do we got? Big Dub says the debut of Captain Insano. No one mentions Sting. I know. I had to fucking beat you guys to it. I already did Jimmy's Homer Simpson. I'm a Sting mark. Simon says Bill's actually angry. Not at all. And Jimmy says facts, but not at all, Jimmy. Bill's mad because Sting didn't come home to spoon him last night. Oh my god. And he had his makeup on too, Big Dub says.
Ooh.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm not reading any more of this shit. These guys got nothing better than to attack Sting. While they're all over there fanboying out when the fucking snow hits. So, let's just stop acting. Fucking guys. Nothing else miscellaneous?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Alright, you want to move on to... Let's move on to the women's tournament.
Sure.
Jesus Christmas. So, we both kind of just had this on. You paid attention to one match you said, which was Ty Conti and who?
Nila Rose.
Nila Rose.
Yep.
Okay. I basically just put this on and scrolled through Facebook for an hour, and every once in a while I looked up. So I have a couple notes. Oh God. So Emi Sakura and Yuka Sakazaki. Yuka's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Emi's kind of playing up the whole queen thing. There's a little too much of that shit in the beginning. Like, it's like, do your little spiel, but they're literally doing like mini plays in their entrance. It's like, do your little thing, but this isn't Shakespeare. Okay, we're not here to watch you do a play with your backup dancers and all that shit. Like, that's like, let's just get to the fucking match. Do your little queen. They let you in. You all stand there. No, she's got this thing with the fucking microphones crossed. She's walking under it. Da 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 da. Fucking just, what are we doing? Okay, we get it. You trained all these girls. You're trying to play up the queen thing. That works. Whatever. But okay, something I noticed during this match, which I didn't watch a lot of. Emi Sakura, I don't know if you caught this, she distracts the ref, right? Mm-hmm. So the ref is distracted. She has two women with her that valeted her. One of them, I believe, was in the tournament last week and lost her match. I can't remember her name. So while she's distracting the ref, these two women attack Yuka Sakazaki on the outside. So Yuka's getting attacked. Now these women are going,
That was accurate.
Bro. Yeah. Bro, you're in the middle of a fucking empty arena. You would think that the ref's like, whoa, like if I was a ref, I'd be like, what the fuck is that? I jump and I turn around and look what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
And see two women beating down Yuka, right? So I go, okay, that's some bullshit. Number one. Number two, why was Emi distracting the ref when the ref ends up turning around anyway and seeing the women being attacking Yuka? There was literally no point in the ref being distracted there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know whether or not, because again, I don't watch a lot of Japanese wrestling, certainly not a lot of Japanese women's wrestling. I don't know whether or not the rules are any different. Were these matches like anything goes? Because it almost felt that way from what they were having there. It almost felt like it was just like, well, whatever.
I think, wrestling in general is like that. But my point is, wrestling is like that in general. Anything fucking goes at this point. Yeah. There are no rules.
Yep.
So why even have a ref? Basically, why even try to enforce any rules and just count the matches, the pinfalls? So my thing is more like, if you're gonna go through the whole visual of having him distracted, right? Why then have him see what's going on after it's went on for 30 seconds already? That's my whole fucking what the fuck. Do you have anything on this match? Because that's all I really have.
No. I mean, I did see what you were talking about. I didn't think of that so much just because of the fact that, and I guess this is bad, it almost just feels to me now that this is a normal occurrence, that shit like this goes down. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's just, nobody cares about the rules anymore. You literally only need to throw somebody in there to count 1, 2, 3. You can keep them out of the ring.
Right.
And just have them go when you go 1, 2, 3, and that's the end of it. That's all they're needed for.
Right, exactly. One of the things I hate about wrestling now, and as much as I love the ECW is a reason that this is like.
Yeah, they did birth a lot of this. That's true.
Unfortunately, I loved ECW at the time, but they are the reason why the wrestling business is like this.
Yeah.
Now, where they just let everything happen.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I believe I have something on Britt. So before that was Tai and Nila Rose, correct? So go ahead. What do you got on that?
It was very good. I wasn't sure how the two of them would work in the ring together because, first of all, I think this is the first time that Tai has faced a large opponent, and they did a great job with it. She bounced a lot for Nila. They were doing a lot of close falls to show that she was being gutsy. What's up? What's up?
No! Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I see.
my.
Oh shit. Dude, that's your new Facebook profile photo.
Oh, bro.
Can you put that up on the screen?
Yes.
All right, put that up. Wow.
Oh my god, keep talking because I gotta fucking
Simon,
get
you won
this.
the internet today.
Oh, Simon, you are the winner.
No, but yeah, it was very good in the
shit.
sense that you were really rooting for her. She was bouncing around pretty well. She got a lot of good licks in, but it was one of those matches where you kind of know what the outcome is going to be going in, but you're hoping that something might come out of it. But it was well done. I thought it was definitely one of Ty's better efforts in terms of just performances. And she's, again, I was hoping that she was going to win. I was hoping that she was going to move ahead further in the tournament. But I get it why they couldn't. I mean, they have to have Nyla probably at least be in the finals, no doubt. But yeah.
I figured she was going to be in the finals.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I would like to see a lot more. For sure, again, of Ty, and I hope they're going to be doing more of her now on Dynamite instead of just on Dark. But right. But we'll see. But yeah, that was the match that I cared about the most, and I thought it was great. I thought it was definitely one of the better matches they had so far in the tournament. You could fit that right to the left of that Sheik quote. Oh, okay. I was going to say you could actually make it. There you go.
I'm right in there, bro.
That's going to have to be permanent.
Yo, shout out to Simon for this one, bro. Because you got to watch the stream. To see what the fuck we're talking about. But that was great, Simon. Thank you for that. That was quick, too, bro. You should be part of our design team.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, I apologize. I really didn't... I didn't really join in on that because I was busy pulling this up, but I didn't really have nothing to say about it anyway because I didn't watch it. So, next up, I have Britt versus Renikowski. So, Renikowski, she jumped in for Anna Jay because of her injury. My notes specifically, God, fucking awful. 2 scrubs, scrubbing it up. Botches a small package. Britt turns it into a suplex. Shocking she didn't rip her hamstring off the bone. Then they try to set it up 3 more times and botch it 3 more times. Ugh. I would rather watch 2 12-year-old kids wrestle in the backyard.
Yeah, I think unfortunately.
Word for word, my notes.
Yeah,
that's word for word, my notes.
I mean, yeah, I did watch this one. I didn't really take too many notes on it, but yeah, it's a shame because I feel like this was an opportunity for Britt to shine because she was working with somebody who obviously is not very experienced. She's only been in here for a hot minute, and they could have really taken a good opportunity here for Britt to put on a clinic of sorts, and it was just one botch after the next. So,
dude. That match was so fucking pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that right there shows you that Britt Baker, if they have plans on her winning this tournament and taking the strap off of Shida, Shida's got the historic run going, right? Longest reigning AEW champion out of all the champions. Killing it. Wrestling good matches, great matches. Depending on who she's in there, has to be forced to be in there with. And if they're going to put this shit on Britt, and Britt can't carry a fucking, she can't carry a match, they just better not. I have this feeling it's either going to go Rosa or Britt. I'm good with Rosa, but if they do it for Britt, I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. You saw Dynamite, right?
Oh, what?
Well, Nyla beat Britt, or was that a part of the tournament?
Oh, fuck. You know why? You're right.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm a fucking idiot. You're right, because my bad. I forgot because I watched it yesterday. So my mind is not.
Don't apologize. I'm always watching everything a day or two later too. So there you go.
Okay, so that's just me being a moron. Okay, so good. So she's not. I have a feeling Rosa's gonna win.
Me too.
And go against Shida.
Yeah.
And we could talk about that in a second. So all right, my bad. My fucking brain. But even so, that proved to me that she can't She can't carry the championship.
No, unfortunately. She could do it personality-wise, for sure.
Personality, right. Gimmick-wise, she can. Yep. In ring, she can't. You can't put that title on her.
No.
Literally, Shida could be a 3-year champ. Literally. Now, speaking of Rosa, and I feel that she's going to be the one to win this tournament, or Yuka, her or Yuka. However, I have a feeling that Rosa might end up in AEW a little sooner than later, because we should have mentioned this earlier, but this is actually a good time to mention it. The NWA has wiped their YouTube channel clean.
Yeah.
Just completely clean. So, what does that mean? We don't know, but it's a little bit of an interesting scenario.
Yeah.
Imagine if Tony Khan bought out some of them contracts or just bought the NWA.
It wouldn't surprise me, because that was something that I think we were talking about a while back that I honestly felt was on the horizon, because it felt like, they were totally off the map. It felt like Tony Khan was bringing in a couple of these contracts. I think I had speculated at one point a while ago that it would not have surprised me at all if he ends up just buying them. And especially now that they're doing this whole Infinity saga with working with these other organizations, it makes a lot of sense for him to just buy them up and turn them into a rival organization, just have them under his belt. So yeah. I would prefer that. I mean, as much as we're shitting on a lot of what Tony Khan's been doing lately creatively, I would rather him buy them out than for them to languish and just go nowhere. Because right. I did like NWA, and I liked what they stood for, and I did like what kind of flavor they added to the table. So I would prefer if that's the case.
Yeah. Jimmy says Bill got exposed. Boo! This man didn't even watch Dynamite. I did watch Dynamite. It's in my fucking notes, fucker. I will read those word for word too. You gotta, like I said, my memory sucks. Number one, I don't give a shit about the women's wrestling, honestly. So, whatever the fuck my notes are, here you go. I actually have some good. I actually have some pretty decent notes on that match. I thought I would just put like this match was or whatever, but
it was a better match than it was against.
Yeah. So I have some notes. The problem is I wasn't. You're right. I just wasn't clicking because I watched the matches before this, literally late last night. So fucking sue me, okay? Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Dark. You have anything from Dark?
I don't have anything specific for Dark.
Okay, I have a couple quick notes.
Okay.
Brooke Havoc versus Layla Hirsch. The only reason I'm even noting this is because apparently Cody trains Brooke Havoc.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Here he comes, out with the fucking headset. I'm the VP. I'm the guy in the back. I'm the EVP. How many fucking times do we have to fucking say, stop with the EVP and then the roll in the back bullshit? Play yourself like a wrestler, all right? And if you are in the back, you don't have to. Now you're making it seem like nepotism to the nth power. Because now, instead of just taking the fucking headset off like a normal human being, I know he purposely leaves the headset on and comes out. He's done this a few times. And he brings it out to show, oh, I'm a guy in the back room, blah, blah, blah. I'm bringing this person to the ring. They're important. Yo, kill it, bro. Just kill it. Just stop. It's fucking annoying. It's annoying. Stop mixing EVP with worker. You know what I'm saying? Be a worker and be your EVP off the fucking screen and out of people's minds. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It also makes people get that much more aggravated. Like I am with the whole scenario, the nepotism, the coming out looking like I'm bigger than the company, coming out like I'm pushing this person. Yeah, she lost, but you're also not making it good for her either.
Exactly.
Because now people are going to look at her and be like, fuck her. You know? The people that don't like your attitude, you think it's rubbing off that you're the EVP, so you're boosting her up. You're actually rubbing people the wrong way on her with that action as well.
It's true.
So while you're boosting guys that are your fanboys to be her fan, you're also boosting people who can't stand that stupid EVP, I'm a backdoor guy, and you're fucking making those people hate her. What are you doing over there, Chicklet? Jesus Christ. Who are you texting?
I'm typing in something else with the show, but I forgot the Mac that you hear. Da, 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 da.
Oh my God. Okay. But yeah. So I don't know. To me, it's just fucking ridiculous. I just can't, man. I can't take it. Okay, next up. QT Marshall versus JJ Garrett. Bro, this dude looks like a dime store wannabe Scott Steiner from the early 90s. He does. From the early 90s. Yep. Smaller, right? He's got the 80s jobber gimmick on lock, yep. Bro. He got high top sneakers. He got the mullet on point, but not like the current mullets that people do. He got like the 88, 89 mullet, like the 87, you know? He got that real sharp 80s fucking mullet, you know? Wow. Just wow. Actually, I gotta fucking admit, that kid can fucking work, bro.
He is pretty good. He can work. He
could work, bro. Repackage him, bro. Exactly. Like, he could work. Fuck repackaging him. Keep him as an 80s gimmick, bro. I'm in. Buff him up a little. Make him a little Scott Steiner. Put little traps on that guy, man.
Get some 80s music.
Scott, bro. Like, the kid could work his ass off. I was impressed. I was ready. I was like, oh my God, this guy looks like Scott Steiner if he broke down on the side of the road and started doing crack. But no, seriously, he could work. So Big Dub says I gotta do Steiner math. He's 88 minus 1989 equals a 1987 mullet from a 1993 Rick Steiner minus a 1999 Rick Steiner and a 2020 Rick Steiner who can't lift his arm past his chest to make a tag. Equals a lot of Rick Steiner. Okay. I don't know if that math came through or if that's a quotable fucking breakdown right there. Hopefully I just made it quotable, but I doubt it. Next up, I had Max Caster. Was coming out to wrestle fucking Marco Stunt, and he had the fire bars coming out. He said he did the bar where he's like, who left Jungle Boy in the dryer too long or whatever the fuck, and like I popped for that, man. I mean, it was a good couple bars he did. So you know me, I love the gimmick, and I'm always happy to see Max Caster out there. I didn't watch the match per se. I like Max Caster and all, but I can't get behind this Marco Stunt shit. Since it was on in the background, it seemed like Marco was getting off way too much. Right. All right. Before we move to Dynamite, which in my opinion was a very filler show, but actually pretty good. Let's get to the chat. All right. We got a lot of chat here. Not reading that bullshit.
We got a lot of chat here. I'm not reading that.
Oh my God, these guys are the worst. Jimmy said NWA just wiped it clean. They're starting over, I think. Jimmy is such a fucking NWA mark that he is grasping at straws right now. It's so pathetic, bro. That's where this whole Homer thing kind of started privately with me and Jimmy. Big Dub says watch a show. They actually watch a show. Covalent TV. I hope I said it right this time. Believe I did. I know I got ripped on their show. Like, I was watching their show, putting out some comments. He said I didn't say it right last week, but Uncle Dana said they filming new NWA episodes at the end of March.
Really?
Uncle Dave, sorry. Okay. I mean, yeah. My thing is, why the fuck you gonna... Whatever. Anyway. Oh my God. Kenny, what's up, brother? Kenny's in the house. Shake and bake back together. Nothing. like I thought there was some shit going on in the chat, but it's just a bunch of gibberish, bro. Like I just wasted what was this, 2 minutes trying to find something worthwhile? These guys are really getting weak, bro.
You're just you're tempting the whatchamacallit. You're tempting the bear.
Covalent TV. I said it right. Yeah, let me see. You know what? Let me see where we're at. Let me see. 6 likes. I think that's where we were before. So
okay, this is weird. Why do you always show 1 less like than me? I see 7. That is really weird. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know. But if you're listening to this shit, hit the fucking like button right now.
Yes.
Otherwise, stop listening to us. This is some bullshit. And Simon, I love you, bro, but that shit you just put in the fucking Skype chat will not be part of the show. Will not be part of the show. Okay? Motherfucker? Okay? Yeah.
Come on, you gotta put that.
No, fuck that. Yo, fuck that. At least I'm the guy in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Oh my God.
We're starting a page. I think we're starting a Patreon, and that's gonna be the first tier. $3 buy-in a month. You get to see that picture. I gotta hold that. That's gotta be a Patreon thing.
So basically, to make a long story short, get on Patreon and pay for sexy bill pictures.
Well, we have to make a Patreon first.
Yes.
I'm not sure we're gonna, but we have to make one first. We'll let you know if we make a Patreon. If you're willing to give us $1 or $3 a month, we'll make a Patreon.
You know
I got some.
You know who would pay for this image right now? Jimmy.
Jimmy would, but Jimmy gets it for free.
Oh, that's true. He's already in here. Yeah.
He gets it for free. Yeah,
that's right.
And if you were on our Skype chat, like we keep telling you to do, you'd be able to see this right now.
See what we're laughing
at. For free. You wouldn't even have to be on whatever. What is it?
Patreon.
Jesus. Right out of my head. Right out of my head. But man. So funny shit, Simon. I will give you that. But yeah, if you're willing to give us a couple bucks for Patreon, we'll do a Patreon. I have an idea for a little show for Patreon in the future. So just so you guys know, if I start seeing that there's people who will give us a couple bucks a month, then it'd be worth me actually setting up a Patreon and doing the show. Like I think it'd be a fun show to do. So
this is what you've been talking about before. I don't know if you want me to talk about it here.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a watch right, along.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay.
A full show watch along
right.
thing though.
Right.
So and I do have the other thing I want to do with the single match. But we'll talk about, we'll talk about that when the time comes. That's stuff that we have to do behind a paywall because YouTube TNT will strike us. So, what can we do? We have to do something like that behind a wall. Not that we don't want to do it for you live here. Like, that was my plan, but then I thought about it. I'm like, we're just going to get booted off of YouTube because of it. So, the only option is behind a paywall. Oh, man. All right, so let's get to Dynamite. I think we do a lot more fucking around these last three shows. We're not as like precise as we usually are, but that's good because I like this. I like being a little looser.
I think it makes the show better too, honestly.
Yeah. We start to sound like robots sometimes, just going down the fucking.
Well, that's me on the left with the Alan.
Alan mispronounced. So bear with us because I mean we're going off. I'm a little quiet because I'm trying to read the chat. Alan should be picking out some gems as we go himself. Alan.
Well, I'm busy researching.
Yeah. So all right. So Dynamite. Ryan Nemeth versus Mox. These fucking wrestlers need to relax on this spray tan. That's number one.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's looking very like late 80s right now with how the spray tan is being applied. I don't understand.
No, not even.
No?
The spray tan isn't even 10. These guys in the 80s would use the machines or go out in the actual sun. These guys are using this shit that turns them orange.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. I have seen things like that too in the 80s where yes, some of it is obviously natural, but other times it almost does look a little unnatural, a bit orangey. And some guys, not everybody, but anyway.
Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ, man. Just enough with this fake tan. MJF's one of those guys. His face is normal, and his hands look like fucking Homer Simpson.
He looks weird. Yeah, MJF doesn't know how to get it even. He looks really, really weird.
Yeah, and you watch like BTE and Sammy's vlog, and you see these guys spraying them. Like, they just spray. Like, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that's just a little note I note. I got to be honest, bro. First time I'm disappointed in Moxley's work.
It did feel off. It's funny you should say that. I didn't know if it was just me, but something felt a little bit lazy about it tonight.
Lackadaisical. That's exactly in my notes. He didn't show any emotion. He no-sold a lot of shit. Way too much, Like, he hit the corner, and he just, like, basically leaned back and put his arms in the corner like he was leaning in the corner and just kept his head up, didn't act like he was hurt, waiting for the move to happen.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed, honestly. I mean, Moxley's not usually that lazy. He's usually very gung-ho, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I don't know whether or not he simply felt that, oh, okay, I'm open, I'm a curtain jerker, just opening up the show. I'm fighting whoever, which is not great because you obviously, you do want him to be in the mindset that he should be giving his best no matter who he's fighting and when he's fighting. So that did disappoint me a little bit.
Yeah, very disappointed in that. Excuse me. But as always, Mox makes up for it with a great promo.
Oh, yes. His promo was fantastic.
His post-match promo was awesome. Yeah, what more to say? Next up, we get Archer and Phoenix. You didn't have anything on that match particularly,
just
did you?
what you
sorry.
did.
I apologize.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You and I were on the same page
Yeah.
exactly about how that match went, just in terms of him, yeah.
Sometimes I get in that fucking rhythm and I just keep shooting it out there, so I apologize. We get Archer and Phoenix in the back, and they find out they're facing each other to qualify for the ladder match during Revolution. They both say the reason they've been they're the reason they've been doing so well as a tag team lately. Yep. And of course they start brawling. Little much, I don't know. I would have liked if they just kept it like more of a friendly one-upsmanship.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were going to do. I was kind of taken aback when they just started fighting like that. I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess this is going to be black and white, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got there. You got anything?
No, pretty much it.
All right. Next up, Varsity Blondes versus Cajun Starks. During this match, there was that botch where Starks trips over, was it Pillman Jr., I believe?
Yeah.
And fuck, man, Starks played it off so well that the improv was so good, and Pillman going along with it and doing the missile drop kick through the ropes. Like, I felt like you could see they fucked up, but I felt it was so well improv'd that they made it look like it was actually part of the match. Because Junior dropped, Starks tumbled. Starks just doesn't tumble and try to get up. He tumbles and missiles out of the ring, rolls out, acts like, that was supposed to happen. And then Pillman makes the move to do the missile dropkick on him like it was all part of the act. There was no hiccup, no hesitation. That fucking looked great for a botch.
Yeah, they saved it really, really nicely, and they
really well.
Like it got to the point also where I did second guess myself, thinking to myself, well, was this really a botch? Was it part of this?
Right. If it wasn't, I have that here.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a botch, they got.
I do think it was a botch. It just felt that way to me that it was a botch, but it felt like they saved it really, really nicely to the point that they were just you couldn't even tell. So kudos to them for that. They both did a great job with that.
Yeah. Jimmy, what are you saying, Jimmy? You guys are never focused. What am I never focused on? Bro, I got a cloudy mind. What do you want from me, bro? You want me to start smoking weed? This shit's legal here.
That's right.
I would, but I'm fucking I'm paranoid, bro. I'm on here fucking smoking weed. I'll be fucking focused, but I'd also fucking start focusing on other shit like what the fuck that ache is in my shoulder.
Well,
like, I'm getting old, bro.
I'd be paranoid because I already have experience with that.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've had my experience with it, but Well, you fucked up. Like your whole scenario was all fucked. I don't even want to get into that shit. Alan tries one time, right? Alan does weed smoke. He didn't even smoke. He does marijuana. he one time, and it's edible. And he's with a bunch of fucking assholes who don't have his best interest in mind. They're supposed friends, and they just keep feeding him edibles, bro. It's a totally different high, and it's fucking scarier than fucking smoking weed. Yeah. So you had a bad experience. Like one day, me and you will get together. Maybe I'll smoke a little weed again.
Yeah, do the right way.
You could do it with me. Yeah. But then I'm gonna be paranoid, and you're a hypochondriac as well. So we'll be two hypochondriacs,
and then we'll do the show,
right? Yeah, that would be fucking amazing. Two hypochondriacs in the same room doing a show together, panicking in our own head. We'll be focused. We'll know what the fuck order, and we'll remember that a match had happened. But we will be paranoid about everything going on. You'll be like, I got a scratch on my throat. I think I got corona, and I'll be like, oh shit, we might get taken off YouTube for that. And I'll be like, my shoulder hurts. I think I got to get amputated. We'll do that type of shit.
Right now, man, I got something with the arm, something with the groin. I'm like thinking, what the fuck's going on? And I know what you're talking about. Right.
Yeah. That's kind of why I quit smoking weed. I just started getting too started getting in my head. You know what I mean? Anyways, but it's legal here now, so that's cool. All right. So anyway, they played that off. It was a good match.
That was an unexpected segue.
It was a good match. I like Griff, dude. He's really shining in these matches. After the match, the lights go out. A dope little video of Sting driving a truck and Darby dragging behind it plays. I like the shots. Sting's gloves. He got the gloves on the steering wheel. They don't show Sting. They just show the gloves. I thought that was really good. Well done. And then Sting's music hits. The video starts playing. Snow's coming down. He drags out a body bag, and you knew it wasn't going to be Darby. There was a little kicking and screaming in there, and I figured it was going to be Hook. So Hook's in the bag. Taz doesn't get there quite as quick as you would think Dad would get there to save your son. Right. Bad father. Definitely not father of the year or decade. So then we get Sting pointing to the rafters, and spotlight comes on, and Darby comes down on the zip. Kind of threw me off because, after the whole Owen thing, ziplining kind of became a null and void scenario. Yeah, even Sting, I believe, said he was not interested in doing it anymore.
He did. I was very surprised by that. I would have liked to see where exactly he was coming from, because you're right, he just popped in out of nowhere. So it looked really good, but I also did a little bit of a double take going, I don't know if they should be doing this anymore.
Yeah. Listen, people are always afraid to do something after something happens. I like that you're not afraid to do something. So I like it.
Yeah.
But I was a little surprised by it, no lie. Darby gets in the ring. He's taking out Starks. Then we get Sting jumps in the ring as that's happening and starts attacking Cage. Now, this pops me every time. It's something that always got me hyped as a kid when Sting would do the corner beat down, punch, cross chop, then he'd throw him in the corner and then hit the Stinger Splash. So he does all that, hits the Stinger Splash. There's nothing better than that, dude. That, to me, was the whole vibe of Stinger, That's what I loved about Sting. The cross chop, and then he'll do the stomp to the gut. It just gives me feels. Fuck these guys in the chat. They can lie to themselves all they want. They know they fucking tingle down the spine when Sting does that beat down in the corner and then throws him in for the Stinger Splash. Then he puts on the Scorpion Death Drop on Cage, and both guys just kind of walk off. And pretty much, just that zipline thing kind of, it was good to see Sting beating down somebody, and the zipline, very interesting.
Yeah, the only thing that I felt a little bit off by is that obviously, Starks looks like a fucking balloon. He looks like a rubber LJN wrestling superstar. And it just felt weird seeing him getting beaten down by Sting the way he did. I mean, it looks.
You mean Cage? You mean Cage?
Sorry, yes, Cage.
Yeah.
It just looks odd, but they did it really well. Cage sold it really well. It was great. It was great. That was probably the best part of the show. It was something that we've been waiting to see after how many freaking weeks and months now Sting has been in the show. So
the last 2 weeks they've done really well with Sting. Finally,
well, they've actually made up for all this lost time that I think that they've been having, with him and with everybody else in that whole story all this time.
Jesus Christ. Big Dub says, Bill, everything is a work sing. And he says, Bill, everything is a botch thing. You fucking guy. Can't win. It's a work. It's a botch. Like, what do you want, man? If you don't think it was a botch, then tell me. I think it was a botch.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, in my opinion, you don't want to look like you're botching in a match, even if it's a work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want a work to look like a botch. Just my opinion.
No.
Because that just makes your craft look bad,
Absolutely.
It makes you look bad at your craft.
Absolutely.
We get an interview with Miro, Kip, and Penelope by Tony Schiavone. The best line of this was Miro calling Cassidy a walking Xanax.
That was good.
That was a fucking great line. I don't know that I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep in with this, like keep myself invested a little bit, but the stupid no, will you wrestle us? Yes, no. Just good Lord, bro.
There's still so much goof to this entire story. Yeah, that's the thing that I have the most problem with at this point. It's just so much goof.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. It's kind of annoying. I will say that Penelope legit is selling the salt amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Every promo since the wedding, bro, you feel her disgust.
Oh, yeah.
She is doing a great job.
She's the best part of the entire feud so far. I mean, she's the only thing that's making it worthwhile at this point for me, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, she is killing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on over there, but it's killing me. All right. Sound like you're fucking... All right. Hager and Cutler. Okay. Now, I get why this match happened. It's a way to bring Inner Circle and the Bucks together. Yep. Good match. Nothing special. Again, like I just said, it's just to further the Bucks and Inner Circle. So, Inner Circle attack Cutler after the match. Then the Bucks run him off. They call out Jericho and MJF. They say, we want you right now. Why wait? They pop up on the big screen, and basically they got Papa Buck bloodied up. And, earlier in the show, I didn't take notes on this because I thought it was stupid. They had the Young Bucks on the trailer, their faces on the trailer, and they were with their parents, and they were taking pictures with the trailer, and they were, oh, we're so proud of you boys, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So then they're in front of so now they got Papa Buck bloodied up in front of the same trailer, right? They pick him up, they toss him into each guy, Nick's picture and Matt's picture. Listen, Papa Buck sells better than both his sons.
He does. That was actually in my notes. He is a much better seller than either of the two Bucks.
Bro, Papa Buck sells better, plays it better, looked great doing it, getting his ass kicked. I loved it. The blood actually being fake looked good. It actually looked good.
The blood looked like ketchup to me. It looked like a.
Did it?
It looked like a very.
I felt like it.
Yeah.
I felt like it looked pretty
good.
They obviously put a lot on his hand so he could slap the thing, but on the face, I thought it looked okay. It didn't look so bad. Listen, I'm not saying it's perfect, but for me, in terms of fake blood, it wasn't awful.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the fake blood bullshit. I could see why you want to use it here. You don't want to have fucking Papa Buck looking like Abdul the Butcher. scarred up head just to do one gimmick. But if I was Papa Buck, I live for the gimmick. I'd have fucking cut my head. I'd have cut my head. Yeah. Blade me, motherfucker. Blade me. He's been on BTE doing shit. He's been with them long enough. Blade me. I am fucking Abdul the Butcher. I am the Sheik. I am Dusty fucking Rhodes' arm. Yeah. And head. So, but no, he sells better than his kids. Motherfucking facts. Motherfucking facts. So, yeah, and Kenny says MJF 2021. So, basically Jericho and MJF did this to Papa Buck. Anything you have on this match and this whole scenario?
No, it's, I don't know. I continue not to really be much interested in the Young Bucks. I understand why they have to do this because they have to further this feud. They're going for the titles. I get it, but I feel like there's so much more you could be doing within the whole inner circle situation that it doesn't have to involve this. But I guess they got to do what they got to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Cassidy versus Hangman. What I watched of it was good. I didn't really pay attention, I'll be honest. The Dark Order being included here was pretty good at the end. It gives it keeps that story kind of going with Hangman and Dark Order. Hardy basically attacked 5, threw him out there. You start to wonder, he said, I'm gonna attack your guy, I'm gonna take out the Dark Order. It's like, all right, well, Dark Order has like 10 guys and he ends up getting one. So a little weird, but whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like, again, the Dark Order obviously is a different entity now than what it used to be. But still, the idea of Hardy being a threat to them just doesn't sit with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you need a much bigger threat than Matt Hardy to make this a compelling story.
For sure. If he starts buying up a bunch of people, it'd make more sense.
That I would like. See, that would be cool. If they did that kind of a story where all of a sudden you do have this fissure within the Dark Order because he is buying them, that would be much more compelling.
Much more compelling.
Yes, it would make a lot more sense with what his character is.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Creeper Marvez, yet again, he tries to catch up to Kenny. Kenny's in a workshop working on a Moxley Elimination Chamber. Kind of stupid, kind of okay to a degree. The biggest fuck up was having them doing work while Kenny's trying to do a promo because you couldn't even really fucking hear it. I don't know. If I felt like Kenny was really putting something together, it would make more sense to me, but he was just pretty much hammering metal. So, I don't know. I don't... Not that I hate it, but I don't love it either. It's not something I could really give too much hate to, but I'm also not fully on board with it.
But yeah, that was also my biggest note is that, like you couldn't really hear him very well.
Yeah, and now it's, again, just stupid.
Yeah.
And I believe this was taped, so it's like something that you knew was fucked up. You should have went back.
They easily could have done an audio edit here.
Right. All right, now on to the old controversial Nila versus Britt that I completely put out of my mind while talking about the future of this tournament. So you guys in the chat, give them something to fucking cackle about. They should be the hyenas from fucking Lion King.
Oh, yes. You know what?
Yeah,
we need somebody with Photoshop skills to put each of them like on a different hyena head.
Yeah.
That'll have to be Patreon.
Hey, Simon, how about you fuck yourselves over and put each of your heads on hyenas from Lion King. So... Now, all right, so something I liked about this was Britt walking away. Again, her persona is great. Her doing the walk away, I'm not fucking doing this match, old heel 80s shit right there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like I really like that. She's kicking the garbage. That shit was great. That was good. I really dug that. I was in and out of this match. I didn't like I said, I didn't focus on it. What I seen was pretty good. What the fuck did I say? Okay, I somehow put unwatched, but it must have been I watched. I watched the last 4 or 5 minutes. And I thought it was great. I thought the end was great. I got to give him props from what I seen. I thought it was just working well. Maybe not 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe it was the last 3 minutes. Whatever. But like the end of the match, I watched the ending part of the match leading to the finish, and I thought it was put together well, done well, executed well.
Yeah, and Britt did a much better job in this match than what she did on Tuesday. I'm sorry, Monday. Much better job.
Yeah. Or Saturday night at 9:00 p.m.
Oh, right.
after Dynamite.
Yeah.
after her next match. You see, they used to give us good content to go in the chat and read, and it was some good content, Now they're upset that I'm not reading the comments anymore because there's no good content. It's the same thing over and over. They were clever at first. Now they're just becoming useless, throwaway trash. They're like the HWO, the NWO when they started was great. They're like 98, 99 NWO now as HWO, all right? They're starting to, they're splitting the brand. Soon Dub and Shake and Baker are going to be on different sides. You're going to have Dub and Simon on different sides.
I have to laugh at one comment and address it. Big Dub says, who's cooking in the background?
Yes. I was going to say something about that earlier, but...
I'm looking right now. There's nothing we can do about that. So last week, we ran into a situation here where nothing got to start until after the show, and I said, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm not gonna, because who knows how long this is gonna go, and then everything got to start. It's like, no, we can.
No, I'm not even
noises. It's okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. This is the first week that you had a little cooking noise.
Because normally, like last week, nothing happened until after the show was over.
No, but even the first 2 weeks, they were fine. It was
because the timing was different. Yeah. So hey.
Early before the show, I heard it, but during the show, it was quiet. They must have already prepped everything.
Yes, exactly. So sometimes you can only prep so much. But look, this is better than me, having the shitty Wi-Fi.
Or you could do like Eddie just did and run an Ethernet cable to your son's room so he has faster internet. Eddie, are you listening, Eddie? Eddie's probably not watching, but, let him know, Eddie. We spoke about this yesterday, Eddie, how you ran Ethernet cable to your son's room for faster internet.
Well, that's not an option here, so.
Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm not even going to tell you how to do it again.
I told you it's not an option.
2 hours, 2 hours a week. Plug it in and unplug it when you're done.
Is laughing here right now. So much laughing going on here.
I can imagine.
I saw Big Dub's comment. I just started dying laughing. He's got the 5 exclamation points too. Who's cooking in the background?
You had a little bag. You had a little bag crunching in the background. That's when I paused. That's when I paused earlier. I was like, "What the?" So. All right.
Oh God.
Let me see. What the fuck are these guys saying? So you guys are basically Big Dub is like the fucking the giant of NWO right now, useless, and Simon. Come on, Simon. Who's Simon? Is Simon Virgil? Who could we put like late NWO? Who could Simon be? Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Really shitty in the ring.
Put Luger.
Yeah. So HWO is splintering at this point. They're like late, like I said, 98, late 98, 99. Even mid 98, 99. They're just not giving us good content. All right. Let's get this shit back on track here. Okay, we get FTR and Jurassic Express promos. No real notes on them. Do you have any notes on them?
No, though I do want to just quickly mention here too. This is in my notes. Tony Schiavone said that they said he's going to be Paul White's broadcast partner for AEW Dark Elevation.
Yes,
that announcement was made.
Fuck, we should have actually spoke about that earlier in the show.
I had forgotten about it until I just saw the. I had it in my notes later on because they talked about it right after the Nila Rose match.
Let's talk a little bit about it right after it because we're almost done here.
So
let's talk at the end after the breakdown. Yep. So then next up we get Phoenix and Archer. I love that Phoenix samurai inspired mask that he wears on top of his in-ring mask.
I like it a lot.
It looks sharp, bro. It looks sharp. I know I believe he wore it last week as well. So it's not new. I'm really digging it. I had to say something about it. I like that Phoenix uses speed advantage in this match, but Archer doesn't really give him. He doesn't give it to him every time. Yeah. Like he allows him to do it and get some in, but then it stops, and Archer gets. They go, okay, let's get realistic. It's like it's realistic that he'll have the upper hand for a second with the quickness, but then Archer stops it and makes it more realistic. Like. Yeah, that works sometimes, but it's not always going to work. So I like that they're really doing it. It's good match building and structure for me. Like I felt it was done well. It only gets them so far, whatever. So and you're not going to make Archer look stupid in the long run, So I really enjoyed that. There's something right now about Phoenix that, dude, he's on another fucking planet. He really is on another fucking planet right now. He's just, dude, his speed is out of control. Yeah. He's reckless in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. Lately, it's been in a good way. Like, he's been doing those suicides that are fucking just at 100 miles an hour. I think him and Jungle Boy have a competition going on. Which one of them can go faster and harder on dives? You know what I mean? And Phoenix, I think, is taking the cake. He's literally ending up sitting on top of the guardrail or going over the guardrail at this point. Bro, what a fucking match they put together.
Yeah.
The match was so well put together.
It was, and I kind of feel like they need to be elevated. Like both of them need to be elevated up the card for sure.
For sure.
Phoenix, though, even more so. And I get it. I mean, Phoenix is not a huge guy. I guess it's hard to get him into, any kind of like a heavyweight picture or whatever. But I do feel like if they work it the right way, they can make him a legitimate, like, number one face on this show.
He for sure can be one of those guys. Top baby face.
Easily. And I mean, this was, it was certainly a great match to have as a main event. It was a pay-per-view worthy match for sure. If they had if they had decided to make this like a true, actual full-blown program, and then you could have them go at it for the purposes of an actual grudge match, as opposed to, well, this is just being done to see who's going to advance to the phase of the Revolution ladder match.
Right. Now listen, they both came out strong. Archer obviously is going on into the match. Yep. He won the match, but I just love this match. I thought it was great.
It was fantastic.
A great big man, little man match. And look who the fuck is joining the show.
Oh, there you go.
My man, Big E, Eddy Macho. And Eddy, please describe what you just got done with your internet yesterday. What did you do? Ethernet? Run it from the box to your son's room for what? Faster internet. Hardwire. And you're doing it permanently. Not just 2 hours every Sunday, right? 2 hours every Sunday should be super simple.
There is an entity here that would not allow this to take place. I'll obviously leave it at that.
Now he's throwing Pops under the bus.
No.
Mom under the bus.
Get the meatloaf. By the way, Bill,
Get the
Bill
meatloaf.
and Jimmy's
Yes.
really gonna like this. Guess what we're having tonight?
Meatloaf. Nice. There you go, Eddie. I ran a wire for better internet.
I have no argument.
All right. So let's cap this show off with what we just spoke about. They are now coming with a new show, AEW Dark Elevation on YouTube. Okay, my only question is, I feel like current Dark is what mentally I see when I hear Elevation. Right?
Exactly what I think too.
So why the fuck just not have a whole different show and just keep Dark as Dark and do AEW moving on up or whatever the fuck you want to, like I joke, but
it's terrible branding. I will tell you from somebody who has to deal with branding every day, it is shit branding. Like
here's the deal.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
That's fine.
If they're gonna do AEW Dark Elevation, then Dark should no longer be Dark.
Agreed. That's exactly what I was thinking. My thinking is if you don't feel that Elevation by itself works, if you feel like you like how Dark Elevation sounds, totally fine, but you need to rebrand Dark. You cannot have two things have the name Dark in it. It is shit branding. It's basically what's the word I'm looking for here? It's Bush League. It's Bush League branding, basically. I was confused when I heard the name because at first I thought to myself, okay, are they renaming Dark? Are they simply renaming Dark but having it be the same show? Or is this a separate show and then something else is going to happen with Dark? And if the idea is that you're going to have Dark and Dark Awakening, then have a third show, Dark Peanut Butter or Dark Lingerie. Yeah. Dark Lingerie could be the women's show. You could just have Dark Beam in front of every freaking new thing.
Dark Peanut Butter and Lingerie. I mean, that sounds a little fun. I mean,
So yeah, I'm very confused by it. I hope that they explain. I hope it's not like a firm decision, or if it is, they're gonna have to find some way to differentiate the two shows, because otherwise it is not going to be. You're not going to be able to sell in programming like that when you're having confusion between two of the different shows. They're going to have two different aspects to them.
Simon says, "Hey Eddie, Bill is getting out of hand. He's on a proper power trip." I'm always on a power trip. Bro.
I was gonna say, that doesn't. That's not new.
These guys think I'm a power trip because I actually fucking want to make moves, but that's another story. Fucking Alan, you try to bury me, son.
I did.
Yeah, you're burying me right there.
Where?
I'm just kidding, man.
All right.
So, because you said I'm always on a power trip.
Oh, I was just agreeing with you because it's like, well,
Yeah.
You're the one-man power trip, not the.
I am the one-man power trip. Michelle's just messaging me on the side. I can't distract you today. Oh, that's funny. So, okay. Now, in what you're saying, here's the deal. If now Elevation is going to be what Dark is, that's fine for me. Now you need to either change the name of Dark, or if you're just going to keep it as Dark, you now need to do what we've been saying to do this whole time. Turn it into a lower mid-card playground where it's more interesting shit that people are going to want to tune into.
Yeah.
And obviously, Elevation will feed into that, eventually, and use that to build other stories and get wrestlers on the show that you can't fit on Dynamite, which is what they really need right now anyway.
And
so we've been saying this,
right?
But go ahead.
Well, the naming would work perfectly in that case if you were going to have AEW Dark feed Elevation, because that's how you're going to elevate talent to then eventually move on to Dynamite.
Yeah.
Just have it be AEW Elevation. You have Dark, you have Elevation, you have Dynamite.
So you would go Dark doing what they currently do, jobber matches. Mm-hmm. Elevation being the in-between where you're telling true stories that can bleed onto Dynamite if need be.
Yes.
And Elevation to okay.
Exactly.
That That makes total sense. In the terms you're saying it, I think that's might be what they're going to do. Dark, then Elevation might be you're elevating from dark to this. However, in the press release, they said Elevation will have indie stars from all over the world. So that also throws me off, where it's like that should be for your first, like what you're currently doing on Dark.
Yeah, it's very
convoluted.
It's very convoluted. Exactly. It's very convoluted. It feels like they didn't really think a lot about this. Like, I felt like they should have done a lot more thinking and a lot better explaining for the purposes, again, of programming, of branding, what they're looking to accomplish. And the current description that they have in place doesn't really give a very clear aspect or a clear visor into what they want to do.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. When does it start? Next week?
I think it's next week.
I think it's like the 6th or something like that. So maybe a week or two. Are you thinking or looking at somebody talking?
I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm just making sure, bro, because you're like pondering. Yeah, you're like those. Yeah, you're like those photos that people do with the black background with the foot, like the top picture is them looking off in the distance and the front is the portrait looking forward. Yeah. Yeah, you're like gradiated in at the top corner looking off in the distance. That's kind of what you look like.
It's funny how I'm sitting here pondering when I could just be researching and looking it up because I couldn't remember what day it's supposed to be on.
Iron Cheek says do some research. Do some research, otherwise go fuck yourself.
It looks here like it's going to be every Monday. So if it's Monday, is it the 1st? Because the 1st is Monday.
It's not the 1st. It's like this. Then it should be what, the 8th.
Okay, 7th. It's going to be with the first show taking place mid-March. Elevation will likely deal with the fallout of Revolution 2021, which is March 7th. So it's probably going to be the 8th. Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. It's pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see from there what happens.
Yeah.
We're not going to do a hot tag next week because we're basically going to be doing the show. So our hot tag episodes that we usually do before the pay-per-views are basically going to just happen during the show next week. So there's no reason in doing a separate show totally since it's literally later that night. And then we will do a review on our regularly scheduled Sunday show. I was thinking maybe we'll do something after the pay-per-view, but listen, man, I work, Alan works.
Yeah,
I'd like to maybe get Kenny's input because Kenny's going to be there. I'm sure Kenny's going to take him a while to get home. So, it'll be a little too late that night to do something. Even if it was 30 minutes, it's kind of bad timing. So, and then during the week, we might as well just wait it out. So, just so you know where we're at time-wise and what our plans are. As always, please like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. Do it on all your friends and family's phones. Please hit the like button right now. If you're listening right now, literally right now, pause the shit, hit the fucking like button. It's not hard. You don't even have to pause it. Just listen to me talk and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
I only see 8 likes, which means you only see 7.
Hit it. Tap it. Hit the like button. Do it. Do it now. Now. No, now. No, tap it. You're right. I see 7. Okay, anyway. Hit the thumb. Hit the bell. Subscribe is just as key. Subscribing is huge. So please. On Twitter, AEW Uncensored. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, questions, comments, statements. You want it on the air or you don't, make sure you state that in the email. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. We have a page and a group. Like the page, throw it in the search bar. Like the page, join a group. All right. The podcast version, audio, you find it on all third-party podcast applications, podcatchers, whatever the fuck you call them. We are on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Please, if you have an iTunes account, even if you don't have fucking Apple or iTunes on your phone, go on the fucking app on your computer and write us a review and whatever, rate us, whatever the fuck you got to do. Hit 5 stars, just put 5, and just put Bill is amazing, Alan's internet sucks, and he needs an Ethernet wire in the review. That's all. Alan just fucking straight face fucking shaking his head. As always, there's a link in the description for the Skype channel. Send me a message. I'll put you in the Skype chat. You could join the show live, do your little call in, enjoy some time with us, have fun with us. Link in the description of the podcast, audio version, and the YouTube channel. All right. So,
and quick shout out
please.
to Big Dub. Covalent TV. They will have a recap of AEW Revolution. He says they're going to go on 15 minutes after the show, so definitely give him some love.
I better get some shout outs Wednesday, bro. I almost got yelled at for throwing a shout out into his chat for our show.
Really?
After last week where he was on our show shouting his shit out, and he's shouting it out in the comments, and we shouted him out.
We just shouted you out, dude.
He needs. You better get your sidekick on the right page. Bring your sidekick in here too, so he's on the right page with us. This is supposed to be like a symbiotic relationship here. Yeah, symbiote. So uncensoredlines.com. I don't know if I said that. I probably did, but that's where you get everything else. And as always, to listen to us live weekly, we are on YouTube at 3:05 Eastern Standard Time, United States, on Sundays.
That's right.
I said that right?
Yep.
Okay. On YouTube. But if you click subscribe and you click the fucking bell, I wouldn't have to tell you
You'll
this.
get notified.
And if you listen to the podcast audio version of this, we love you. Thank you so much. But we would love to have you join us live every once in a while too.
Word up.
As far as everybody in the chat, we love you guys. I'm not going to run your names down. You know who these fucking clowns are. We love you. They are the Peanut Gallery. They are the AEW Uncensored family. We are the Bobby Heenans of that family. Even though they are trying to overthrow us as the HWO, we still love you. So shout out to you guys who follow us every week and join us. And shout out to everybody who listens to us at all. We love all of you. Without you guys, it ain't even worth fucking doing this. Although I'd still have some fun because then I get to harp about AEW, which is all I really want to do. And Alan joins me to humor me, So thank you, Alan, for putting up with basically WWF product, which
relabel.
Maybe we should have talked. yeah. We should have talked a little bit about where we were coming from with that, but maybe I'll chop that up from our private conversation before the show.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. And Alan, of course, thanks for sticking it out with me.
Ew.
Tell your parents they're amazing. We love them. And we'll talk to you next week.
Get the meatloaf.
Peace. Peace.